Good morning. I'm here with Clay Edwards from Skender Construction, Chicago. We're fortunate to call you guys a customer and also from the Midwest originally myself, but just wanted to sit down and catch up. So thanks for joining me this morning.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Tell me about Skender so everyone knows the type of projects that you guys do and more about your business.
Yeah, we're a mid-size, I call it, general contractor in Chicago. I always like to say mid-size, and then I'll sit in rooms with big contractors and I feel small. But mid-sized general contractor in Chicago. We do pretty good mix of affordable housing, market rate housing, healthcare, and lots of tenant and build outs. So that's kind of our bread and butter.
What are the themes you're hearing? Why are you guys here? What are you looking to learn?
What we're hearing, it is lots of talk of labor shortage. We fortunately aren't there yet, but I probably sat through 3 things yesterday. I listened to the Micro podcast with the Groundbreak team, and 5 guys leaving for every 2 that are coming in. It's not sustainable. So it's really about here to figure out how to be more efficient with the people we have.
But how do you think about how technology can help you with that labor gap?
Early on, we were using old technology, and it's fine. People knew how to use it, but it took a lot of time. So we're slowly convincing people that if you pick the right tools, you can do more with the same amount of people. And it's a cost thing, but it's also finding good people is hard. So that's kind of been our approach of replacing old and with new that integrates and speeds up processes.
The teams are changing. Or you use that ratio. You mentioned 5 are leaving, 2 are coming. Are those 2 looking for firms that are more embracing technology and new things? Does it become a way to attract the right kind of new talent?
I don't know that today it does, but we are almost sure. A lot of us have kids in college and high school that want the technology for their jobs. If we say, hey, come work for us, you won't have an iPad or bring your own phone, or they're not going to come. So we think it's going to be the future. We've got superintendents that resist it all.
Yeah.
And we even have senior leadership that listen to those guys and are like, we don't need it. We could still build. It doesn't build itself. And they're like, yeah, but the kids are going to want it in the future. So it's a weird mix of the 2 right now.
Talk to us a little bit about Quickbase and how you guys have leveraged it at Skender.
We did a lot of our financial forecasting in an old, unsupported access database, and it was a nightmare. We had no one that knew how to operate it. So if it didn't work, we'd rip it out and just put the old version in and start over. It would be very hard to get onto. We've got 50 project managers at the same time every month doing forecasts. And I just knew there was going to be something there with Quickbase. And at last year's Groundbreak, I finally got a group to the booth, started a conversation, and the implementation team was basically like, prove to us you can make this and make it better, and we're in. And that's what they did. So it's ongoing. It's our monthly profitability and cost forecasting. So we do use Procore financials. The connections and the pipelines and Quickbase were big. I think they helped speed it along tremendously fast. But it's, you go in and say, pulls in the revenue, pulls in the jobs, pulls in the team. And then project managers say, this is the worst case scenario, this is the best case scenario, and it rolls everybody's together for that monthly snapshot. So it's been, people are so happy that they could just jump on the web and do their forecasts.
Fantastic. We talk about, we use this expression, gray work, like all that wasted time, rebuilding access, like rebuilding tools, rekeying data. And do you think this is an example of like Quickbase helping you guys get rid of some of that wasted gray work?
Absolutely. I think even the amount of time for 30 PMs to sit and wait for access to load or reboot it or go back to go to their next job, it's just that alone has made their jobs more efficient.
It's awesome.
It's one of those things, it's hard to quantify. You just know that it's way better. We'll have another app. I've built an app to track our proposals for our self-perform, looking to do kind of what we were talking about earlier, use it to forecast what we're chasing and who's bidding what on what day. So have a lot of grand ambition for what we can do now.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Okay, there's no way we could have a conversation in this era without the AI coming up. Like, how do you react to some of what Procore is talking about, some of what we're talking about? How do you think about AI in the context of what you guys are doing?
We don't want to stifle innovation, but if you're going to try something that we haven't said okay, it's got to run up the chain.
Yeah.
But we don't know in construction, and there might be something that's amazing we haven't tried because we're scared of it. So we're trying to balance.
Yep. Yeah, it's interesting to hear some of the Procore announcements and even some of the things that we're doing. It is potentially a great enabler to get rid of all that manual sort of unnecessary stuff, but we're talking about early days of a massive transformation. It's early days.
That paint app I was talking about earlier, we just started with your AI builder, and I said, I want to do this, and this, similar to a construction software, and it popped something out, and my builder thought that I built that myself, and he just built on top of it. Oh, no, I just wanted to show you an idea of what we were doing. So that app's built off the basis of your AI tool.
Oh, that's so great. That was the intent. It wasn't that it would be the master builder, but it brings someone new into the platform.
Yeah. It's like, oh, that's a good idea. Oh, I like how that landing page looks. So it's good for inspiration.
Yeah, ideation. I love that. Oh, that's good to hear. The team will be excited to hear that. Yeah. Yes, up. Well, listen, Clay, great to spend time with you. Thanks for agreeing to sit down, have a cup of coffee, and good luck for the rest of the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.